Like most kids, I learned about Easter at Sunday school, although it was never really tangible to me. I guess I kind of put it in the same category as my grandfather's old war stories. Impractical for my life. I knew they happened, but their existence to me, personally, lived only on paper and old movies. They never seemed quite real. When I was 7 years old, I prayed a prayer to God to save me. But they were just empty words with no meaning or repentance. I had just done it because everyone else did. As I got into my teens, I considered myself a Christian, but there was no difference from me from my friends. Getting older, there comes a point when life just hits the on switch. I remember this happening pretty quickly, right out of college. Getting married young was a hard thing to do. Of course, I loved my wife, but there were some struggles. Those struggles grew into frustrations, and eventually those frustrations grew into disappointments. The pull from the temptations just got stronger and stronger. It was tough. I started experiencing anxieties that I never knew existed. College had left me stuck in a pit of debt. Now add in mortgage, taxes, 2 car payments, and the weight of life began to be unbearable. And when I was diagnosed with cancer, my whole world kind of just crumbled. I was given 6 months to live. I might have looked composed, but the truth is, I was afraid and alone. I felt as though I was the only one out there with these kinds of problems. And the Christians I knew, they had it all together. Why couldn't I? My life had been a failure, a disaster, a complete mistake. And just when I thought that I couldn't get any lower, I heard a still small voice that called my name. He said, "John, you walked away from me, but I'll never walk away from you. I've been waiting for you. Won't you come today?" I realized that day that the purpose for Easter was Christ's crucifixion and resurrection. It was everything I needed. And the absolute beauty in it was its simplicity. His acts weren't a spectacle. They were a sacrifice for me. Easter isn't just another holiday. It's a celebration of the life-changing power that exists because of God and His love for us. Purpose, freedom, peace, joy, hope, all these things Jesus intended for me when He made that sacrifice for me on the cross. All my failures, heartaches, sins, and insecurities were all laid to rest when I accepted Him. Christ's actions not only saved me, they completed me. I'm not afraid to die anymore. When He died for me, He rose for me. And because He lives, I live. And I will continue to live with Christ throughout eternity. Come unto Him while there is still time, for He is risen.